what I tell you about touching my Energon goodie?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. I promise. I'm sorry.
Scrap.
Damn it, Jackie. What's up, guys? BC coming back at you guys with yet another Transformers video review, and today we are going to be taking a look at Transformers Titans Return Deluxe Class Triggerhappy. I have been dying to do this one, and I am not going to be alone on this one because I have with me AlexTheSavage.
What up, savages?
So, with that said, here we are with the Jet mode. And the Jet mode is, it's proper G1 Triggerhappy, which is nice and all. And this is a toy that, while at first I wasn't going to pick up because I really didn't know who Triggerhappy was. I really wasn't all that jazzed about the fact that we were getting non-Headmaster characters. Then Wave 3 came out, and I had already picked up Rodimus, Double Cross, and Getaway, that I decided, you know what, screw it, I'll grab Triggerhappy too, and he is currently my favorite figure from this line as a whole right now. He's just, wow.
Yeah, he's a really great figure for me as well.
Yeah, the Jet mode is proper sci-fi, imaginative, space jet type of thing, so... Yeah, and apparently this character was going to be, for the Transformers Collectors Club before they kind of went under, was going to be done up from the FOC Starscream mold, which I probably would have really enjoyed the look of that, but I'm happy we got this instead because I'd rather have a whole new figure over a repaint. Which, bearing that in mind, Slug Slinger and Misfire are going to be total retools of this exact figure, which is pretty cool. Otherwise, this is the Jet mode, and it's pretty much bare bones. There's really nothing to it, so let's crack it open and pull out his little Titan Master.
So what wave was this again? Wave 3?
Yeah, this was Wave 3.
So far, this is my second only... I have my own... Of course, different location, of course, but this is like my second Titans Master, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, exactly, and, something that I want to make pretty decently clear right now is that, these are figures that have, you can clearly see the improvements within the line with the Triggerhappy, but yeah, here is his little Titan Master Blowpipe, which, if you guys remember Triggerhappy being a Target Master, then you know that he is in fact Triggerhappy's, that the Titan Master is essentially Triggerhappy's Headmaster is named after his Target Master. There we go. BC can talk.
This is where his tongue stops working. Sorry, I'm gonna have to use that one.
Exactly. This is where my tongue stops working. Yeah, anyways. I'll flip around and there is the head mode, which is going to segue on into transformation. Now, I'm going to make this very clear. His transformation is pretty friggin' wicked for a retail Transformer. So with that said, we're going to get started. We're going to flip up this little piece of landing gear, crack the front half of the nose cone and pull it down like this, untab the wings from the arms, pull off the guns and set them to the side. And before I continue on, you could take these, plug them together, and have a little gun mode for the attachment to Fort Max. Yeah, that is cool and all, but not really needed. I'm probably gonna separate him again for robot mode. Anyways, untab his arms from the front, and then untab the shoulders from the back here. and then untab the leg sections from back here. Straighten out the legs. Spin them around at the waist. And then this whole top assembly is going to just spin around 180. Then you flip the waist up, click it into place, fold that nose cone down onto the back to form the backpack, flip forward the feet, split the legs, get them standing, and then raise up your camera because BC fails at this sometimes. Bring the shoulder pieces down and they clip extremely tightly into place on mine.
Mine are tight as well.
And then you take the wings and you fold them back like this. And you flip these gun portions up to where they sit against the arm, and then you flip out the hands. Plug in
Your Titan Master.
The Titan Master. Give your deluxe Triggerhappy his guns. If I can actually do it. And there he is in robot mode. Now this is honestly the mode that just won it for me. He is such a cool looking robot. Like, seriously, I really dig the way this turned out.
Same here.
And overall, he is he's really cool. This is, and for one of my like my second take on Wave 3, it pretty much skyrocketed up because the only other Wave 3 figure I reviewed so far was Getaway, and he was a straight repaint, and I still really enjoy that Getaway. As one of the new models I got out of Wave 3, you need to get this figure. He's really cool.
I second that motion.
And, articulation-wise, you guys already know how this neck joint works on the Titan Masters. When they plug in, they give them a ball-jointed neck to where they have this plethora of movement up here. He's got a shoulder joint that allows his shoulders to rotate forward and back, and then go in and out on a separate joint. He's got a bicep swivel that is hindered by the guns on his arm. He's got an elbow joint. Nothing at the wrist. He's got a waist joint. Well, more of an implied waist joint. That's the joint you essentially use for transformation, but it counts. Ball joint in the hip. Thigh swivel. And a really good knee bend due to transformation. Like, he can full-blown knee you in the face. Like, that is really good articulation in my eyes. Like, there are some poses that I wish he could enter, but the ones he did manage to go into with relative ease makes me happy. And yeah, overall, yeah, I really dig this figure. It's so friggin' nice looking. And honestly, like, if I'm a little afraid of what Takara might do to this. I mean, they might make the robot mode look a little better paint-wise, but I don't know. There's just something about the Hasbro version that I just really dig, or at least that of this figure that I really dig it. And this is coming from a guy who had no memory of who Triggerhappy was, never really cared much for a character by the name of Triggerhappy, and I'm saying you need to get this figure. Like, if you're going to get one figure from the Titans Return line just to test the line out in general, or just a figure from one line, period, make it Triggerhappy. Make it Triggerhappy. So with all that said, let us get into size comparisons. how does he scale with a mold that pretty much came out around the same time, with that one being the Warrior Starscream. He scales with... How would he scale with him? Hold on, give me just a second.
Give him a second while he reaches for said figure.
Exactly. Now this isn't specific. This is well, okay. Screw it. Just go with the BC. Here is the Warrior class Skywarp, and as you can see, you know, he for a Titans Return Deluxe standing next to a Warrior. This is pretty good. I actually that looks a lot better right here than I actually initially planned. So yeah, that looks cool. That looks cool. Anyways.
Focus.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, focus. How does he scale with a Voyager from the same line? Easy way to answer that question. Here he is next to Astro Train. The Voyager class Astro Train.
I still want to get the other one.
The Sentinel Prime's pretty cool too, but if you're gonna get the mold at all, get it as Astro Train. So yeah, there you go. Now I do have a Leader class figure with me, but that one is actually being reserved for other reasons.
That's for the next review.
Whenever I actually get around to doing that review. So yeah, my final thoughts. I really like Triggerhappy. If you haven't already picked up on that, he's a good figure from this line. And he definitely makes up for a lot of the issues I had with the line in general. And in case you guys were already wondering, BC, what the heck is going on with your setup right now? I'm currently at my parents' house for the weekend. So yeah, I don't have access to a lot of my figures right now, but I did bring some with me so I could actually do some reviews while I was away for the weekend. So yeah, there you go. There's Triggerhappy. He's been Triggerhappy. I've been me. He's been the Savage.
Yeah.
With all that said, guys, I'm taking up enough of your time. This is BC saying stay there and get your geek on.
This is AlexTheSavage. Stay savage, everyone.
And roll out.